Hello there and welcome to another episode where I get to share with you my heart insights. And I just finished coaching, so I'm inspired to share something with you. And it's about your core question, core repetitive question. See, this is one of the things, this is one of the part of the teachings I share with my clients. And it's about understanding what is the core question that you're repeating to yourself over and over. Now let me explain that. Probably when you were young, something happened and you ask yourself a question, and from that question, certain concept about yourself born. Let me give you an example for that. I was just coaching a client now, and we were diving deep into that question. And what she realized after diving deep into emotion, that her core question was, let me remember, am I good enough? Now, where that question came from, she was seeking more like an acceptance from her father. So when she acts in a way, or she's like playful, but her father like don't respond, she asks herself that question, am I good enough? And you can see what kind of identity that came out of the question. The identity usually, I'm not good enough. Because when you ask that question, the answer that you will get usually, no, you're not good enough. So for a long time, that question turned into lack of acceptance and trying to seek acceptance and sense of goodness from external. So I encourage you to dig deep. Now that's quite tricky. It takes certain digging to find your core question and then understand what identity born of that question and then shift it. And that's how you awaken your purpose, because your purpose is usually in the weakest place in your character. So I will give you another example. It's a personal example about my question. So when I dig deep, my question was why people treat me like that. Now that question came from my nanny, because she used to abuse me like physically and emotionally. So the question I used to ask myself, why people treat me like that? And the answer I was getting always, because I'm weak, because I'm powerless, because those are like weak and powerless. So I held that concept about myself all my life. And you know what? As I said before, you know what? We're infinite power. And that infinite power always expresses itself through any concept you have about yourself. So I was always attracting people that makes me feel weak and powerless. That's why I had a lot of bullying through my high school. So once I realized that question, which was why people are treating me like that, I shifted that question on to how I like to be treated, or how I like the relationship between people to be like. And then I have instantly the answer, and the answer was equality, unity, oneness. And this is my purpose, helping people to operate from place of truth, place of oneness. So I start treating people in that way. So when I see anyone, the first thing that I bring mentally, I make a conscious choice to see them as God, because I don't want to see them through labels. I don't want to see them through separation, that he's something and I'm something. So that question was the key for me to open up to my purpose. And again, also part of my purpose is empowering people, helping them to stand in their power. Because I've been into the suffering of feeling powerless, so I have compassion with people that are feeling powerless, and I can help them more efficiently, more effectively than anyone else, because I've been through that suffering and I know how to do that shift. So I encourage you just to look to that question, to your root question, see what concept came out of it, and then try to shift it. And that's where you kind of awaken your purpose or connect with your purpose. Now there are many other ways to connect with your purpose, but for me this is very powerful, and it gives you kind of instant insight that will change the game for you. And if you connect your business with that purpose, man, you have a completely different level of inspiration and meaning and drive and motivation. This is what most people are seeking in their life. And the suffering began once you lose that connection with your purpose and with your truth. So, till I see you next time, just have a great day. Bye-bye.